to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this. Okay. Line gets set, first down. Let's go! Taylor has it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The battle for the Axe has been built on close, contentious, hard-fought, down-to-the-wire games. That was not the case last year's Minnesota won in a blowout.
This is a big opportunity, I think, for Minnesota.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Dude, how about this QB? That's now over 6,000 yards on the season. Guys, that's over 500 a game. He's been spinning it every game, all game, putting up silly numbers. I don't know if we'll ever see that being touched again.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Dances away. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
It's a draw. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. First down here for the offense. the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. It's complete on the right side. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Williams looking for a man. He'll throw it. Finds his back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch on the left. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Moves around to clear up the vision. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Williams will pass. Quarterback extends the play. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! What a catch and run for 6.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Handoff from the shotgun. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He runs through the tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric one has him set up. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Williams looking for a man. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is...
Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
How about the day for this young player? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. And he breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The back goes in motion. Williams will pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the stomping has commenced. And fellas, I tell you, the Gophers are starting to give the Badgers the business end of that axe.
Yes, they are, Reese. I tell you what, the Gophers taking the lead in this rivalry game late in the ball game. Palmer, they are set up with the way they're built. They're in a good spot.
Yeah, when you think back to all the great games in this rivalry between these two schools, it usually comes down.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. He wants to go deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. That completion delivers a first down. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep moving. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Hit the afterburners, kid. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in.
4-2 Spider.
Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but This offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Golden Gophers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the route is on.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Obliterates him, still on the move. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the punishment has been extended.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To the ground with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Williams looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give out of the gun. Fights off a defender. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now from inside the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. At midfield, he's got room. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage, now 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field.
Lasso! Lasso!
Handoff to the single back. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guy.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the pummeling has started. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And now this offense will take the field again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the route is on.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field.
42.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. Bringing the heat. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill.
And he's running in the open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the punishment has been extended.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give is to Taylor. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Leaves it with the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 35, he's got room. Running toward the tape. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Timeout, Minnesota.
One more play to pad the stats. The give on fourth down. At the 45, on its way. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Win, 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 win. It seems the only obstacle in their path could be getting bored or not paying close enough attention as they continue their run toward perfection.
And everything's just lined up beautifully for this team this year. We knew coming into the season they had guys that could go out and make plays and win games. We knew all about the coaching staff, but We've been able to avoid the injuries. The schedule has been difficult at times, but they've been able to overcome those challenges. This team, right now, it's like the unstoppable force, David. Everything that gets put in their way, they're just knocking down.
Just mowing them down, shutting them down, doing everything they need to. And you know what's great about this time of year as a player? Award season. The banquets are around the corner, the Heisman Trophy awards, all those the top defensive player awards in the country.